You are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So did you end up watching the Dave Chappelle thing? How good was it? It was fucking great. And then this morning, the fucking Nanette crowd start coming out of the fucking woods. And they're like, Nanette did the same thing. Hannah Gadsby did the same thing as Dave Chappelle, and everyone hated that. For starters, she didn't do the same thing as fucking Dave Chappelle. And I wish everyone hated that. But she became a fucking global comedy phenom after that stupid fucking hour. The difference between Dave Chappelle and Nanette is Nanette was a fucking marketing campaign from the very beginning. I don't know how many fucking millions they threw into that bitch. But for 3 fucking years we were told Nanette is groundbreaking, the greatest stand-up special ever. New ground, transformative. Not one bad review in 3 years. Won every single comedy award. It won a fucking Emmy, a Grammy, or whatever the fuck it won. It was a show written for a handful of people and then marketed, crammed down the throat of everyone else. It was more or less propaganda for a particular ideology. That's all it was. They tried to manufacture the zeitgeist. They put it out in front of us, basically saying this is the new thing that's going to be happening now, and you will love it. And there will be no arguments about that. Whereas no one ever told us to love Dave Chappelle. We just do. He got 11 million views in 24 hours, and not 1 cent was spent on marketing. You don't need to, because the people will find the truth. People know what's real when they see it. People aren't idiots, as much as I like to call them idiots. 100% I'll regret saying that within the next 2 days. But you know what I mean? Even just in tone, the difference between them is Dave Chappelle's was coming from a position of love. It was heart, it was spirit, it was soul, it was fire. I've listened to it again. I listened to it a couple of times again today. And it's not funny, and he had no intention of it being funny. But the storytelling and what he did in that 27 minutes is fucking incredible. There is very few people in the world that can pull off a 27-minute fucking speech like that on the fly. There would maybe be a handful of people in the 7 billion people on Earth that could do something like that. And finally, and this is very important, the reason people will love what Dave Chappelle did more than what Hannah Gadsby did is because who would you rather hang out with? Seriously. Would you rather kick it with Dave Chappelle smoking darts? Or would you rather stay at home drinking tea and playing Scrabble with the autistic lesbian? For me, it depends on what kind of tea she's got. If she's got that fucking green shit, I'll chill with her. And that's the last time I'm talking about fucking Hannah Gadsby and Nanette on this fucking podcast. Most of you probably don't even know who the fuck she is. It's not even so much her I hate, although I do not like her at all. It was the cultural hijacking that I have the biggest problem with. I still remember when she first started doing Nanette in Melbourne. Her very last show, her final stand, which she did for about 5 years. Imagine doing that for 5 fucking years. Getting all that fake fucking anger happening every night. Trying to convince the crowd it's your last show every night for like 5 fucking years. And I remember when she first started doing it, there were whispers going around that you've got to see Nanette. Got to see this show, Nanette. And every single comic I heard that from was shit. Every single one without fail. And then I started asking good comics and none of them had seen it. And then the next year rolls around and the whispers are getting bigger and bigger. You've got to see Nanette. It's life-changing. Again, still coming to me through shit fucking comics. Then some of the comedians I know and respect started seeing it. And privately, they would tell you it was shit. They're like, Boyle, it's exactly what you think it is, except worse. But no one would come out publicly and say it was shit. It was like a taboo. It was like you were going to get banned from all the comedy rooms in Melbourne if you said something bad about Nanette. A comedian I know said this about Nanette. He said, Nanette, a comedy special so shit that you would lose friends if you said it was shit. And that's the best way to describe it. All right, fuck, that's enough. That's another thing I'm quitting. I'm quitting being angry at Nanette now. I'm going to light a candle now and I'm going to blow it out. And Nanette is going to leave my life forever. That's the end. Goodbye, sweet angel. Whew. Oh, it feels good. I feel lighter. You can't let that toxic shit hang around. You got to set it free. All right, that's it from me tonight. Subscribe to the podcast, tell your friends about it, and I'll see you the fuck later.